NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune, Jared Roser here with Tre Jackson, Malik Antoine. Finished up their U-High football careers, getting close to finishing up their U-High academic careers, and then going to Tulane. Tre announced this weekend, and Stanford, as Malik announced almost a year ago, pretty much. What's it like to be this close? I've asked both of y'all separately, but I mean, we were talking about when y'all were first getting y'all's first offers after freshman year in pretty much this setting, except y'all were on opposite sides. How crazy is it to look back and see how far y'all have come since then?
I mean, for me, it's just surreal seeing that we finally got to this moment. You know, me and Tre have been talking about this since we 8th, 9th grade. We talked about like through workouts and through training together. We talked about just being able to sign that letter on Wednesday. So it's surreal seeing that moment finally get here.
Yeah, it's a crazy feeling because us three, me, Malik, and Larry, are one of our close friends. We've always talked about like sitting at the table, us three, and signing that paper on first Wednesday in February. So it being so close is a crazy feeling.
What'd y'all think about his commitment? Because he committed this week too to Nichols. I know EJ, he said FaceTimed him and went a little wild about knowing that another U-High guy was coming to join him down there. What did y'all think about seeing him get his opportunity too?
He's a great player, very underrated player. Nichols is going to get like probably one of the most hard-working, underrated linebackers in the state, and just happy for him.
Yeah, like Tre said, I look up to Larry as a player. You know, he's a hard worker. He doesn't get a lot of attention like me and Tre got in this recruiting process, but he just stayed true to it, and he just kept working hard and looking to play on the next level.
Does that whole dynamic of having a few of y'all that have been through so much of this together, have known each other and played together for so long, how much does that add to signing day to see not only your future kind of unfold, but those opportunities for some of your closest friends?
I mean, being around these guys for so long, and you are able to see the success come to fruition with all of us, it's just an amazing feeling. You know, you can't be too happy for yourself because you're happy for that guy right next to you. Because I mean, we've been through a lot. We've talked a lot about this moment, and it's just surreal to see it finally happen.
Yeah, I mean, like he said, it's just amazing feeling because, you know, that's in free education. You're going to play the game that you love. So it's something that a lot of guys don't get the chance, so you have to take advantage of it.
What's been the biggest, I guess, like progress that you've seen from him through those 3 years or whatever? Just maybe or a moment or a game or a thing that he's done that you kind of stood back and went, all right, that's crazy, or that still stands out in your memory now, or anything like that?
I mean, Tre's had some very special games, so it's hard to pinpoint one game where it just blew my mind because I guard him every day at practice, and he's by far the hardest receiver I've ever had to guard. So I mean, I always see him doing things in the game that I've already seen him do at practice. So I mean, I can't pinpoint a certain moment, but I mean, for him, I just saw him grow into a top-notch athlete. You know, at cornerback, at receiver, at returning. I saw him just become this superior athlete on the field, and it's been amazing to see that happen. And I don't like to credit myself, but like I have to guard him every day, so I'm like I like just joke about it. Like I see quarterbacks and like you're gonna have a tough night tonight.
Yeah. And yet he didn't want to go to Kansas State. He didn't want any of you in week one of y'all's college careers.
Yeah, that's crazy how, you know, one of his top finalists are playing Stanford next year, the first week. So it's just crazy to see that happen. I guess it's good to kind of see that he didn't go there. You know, that'd have been an awkward week one.
Same sort of question for you, and you had picked up more of the attention more quickly that spring or whatever, and then Malik, he really kind of hit his stride. I guess the following summer is when all the bigger schools got involved. What has it been like for you to watch him through these couple of years, and what's been the thing that stood out most about him in terms of progress or just moments, games, anything that just really exemplifies what he's done since then?
I mean, just the development from the cornerback position. You know, it's a cornerbacks, you can't be an athlete on the island, you know. So just, you know, finding that technique, and he has that work ethic that just, you know, it's hard to be denied. His technique has gone from, you know, freshman year, we thought we were good. we thought we were the big guys, but just going back and watching, we came so far. And just one game I remembered, we were playing, I think, Bruley, and guy threw a hitch over to his side, and he just jumped it, like in a heart, just jumped it and took it to the house. That's just one of those veteran plays that you see out of a guy, and it's just a lot of corners can't do that.
And I might have actually asked y'all this too a couple years ago, but what's something about him, non-football related, that stands out that you think is kind of an interesting aspect about him that people don't necessarily know if they're focusing on just football?
I mean, the leadership and everything in the classroom, off the field. He tries to, and our group of friends, me, him, and Larry, we follow behind him because we know he's that great mold and he's that great person.
Same type of question about him. What stands out, whether it be something like that, or if there's, because he went first, so now you can embarrass him if you got something like a real goofy story. But anything that maybe folks don't know so much about him.
I mean, Tre just brings positive energy around the group. He's always happy. He's always excited in moments. So it's really that infectious energy that he brings. So always be happy, always be excited, always to compete. He's a competitor. He hates losing. That's what I would say. He hates losing, and so that's something that we both we've taken from each other, is the fact that we hate losing and we have to practice with each other every day. So. Yeah. It gets heated at practice sometimes. Like we might be best friends going on the field, then we walk off and we're enemies, but then we always make up. And it's just that dynamic of having somebody that can compete with you, and also one of your best friends.
We absolutely talked about when y'all were freshmen that competitive nature and getting a little heated at times. But again, a couple of U-High standouts the last several years. Malik Antoine, who will be signing with Stanford. Tre Jackson will be signing with Tulane. For NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune.